we did a pilot for a reality show for Animal Planet, and so they're pitching that to all the different places. So that could be pretty crazy. And
Sure.
he came in right when they were doing this pilot, and so we're all dealing with the issues of a bird that's shot. And we get about 5 or 6 a year that are shot. That's pretty good. You know, there's not tons of idiots out there that are going around shooting them. Most of them are accidental cases where something's just thumped by a car. And so that's probably what happened to this guy. This is a barred owl, and he's another collision victim. He's got one bad eye, and he had a scrape on his wing, so he probably took a tumble under a car or truck type of thing. And he didn't eat for the first 2 days, and we were tube feeding him, where we put a tube all the way down in their stomach and feed them nutrition. And then now he started eating mice on his own, and he's standing more often. This guy is called a red-shouldered hawk. They're much more lighter in color when you normally see them, but what happened to him is he flew into a vat of plastic resin down in a factory in Potosi. They left the top off of it or whatever, and bugs got in there, and he saw the shininess of the bugs, and he flew down into that. So his entire underwing and his chest and his legs are all covered in this resin. If he was covered in like super glue or tar, it would be easier to deal with. We've given him 20 different baths of all different kinds of stuff, even using things like acetone. We've used everything from Skin So Soft to WD-40 to like I said, Gooby Gone, all these different things. Some of it has been a little bit successful. We've gotten about 50% of the stuff off of him, but he's also lost all the oil on all of his feathers, which protects him and keeps him warm and protects him from the weather. He probably won't go outside until the heat of the summer.
Does the oil replenish itself?
They have a gland on the back of their tail, on the top of their tail, which secretes the oil, and then when they clean or when they straighten their feathers and stuff, they spread that oil.
Oh, got it.
And so luckily he's not preening his feathers for some reason. Maybe he got a taste of this stuff, and he doesn't want to do it anymore because if he was preening his feathers, he might be getting that toxin.
It around.
And so there's a number of things you can do. You can pluck a couple feathers at a time, and they come back in about 3 weeks. He gets new feathers, so that's an option. Even if
It's nice you can do that.
even if he's ready to go by fall, and we release him, then he may not be able to survive the cold of the winter.
Yeah.
So he may not be able to go till next spring, or we drive him down to Florida and throw him out there. We haven't done any plucking. We've just done cleaning on him and hoping that feeding him heavy will get him to molt his feathers, and giving him some vitamin E is just like it's good for our skin.
Right.
It's good for birds to get them to molt their feathers. And they molt their feathers just like a snake sheds its skin. This is their barn owl that they just brought in. Mm-hmm. You can see they just hunker down and they just sort of they let you can tell. We don't give pain medicine to our birds. We gave him some steroids to reduce swelling. Mm-hmm. But what happens with a lot of wild animals, when you give them pain medicine, they don't know their limits, and they might bash themselves too much in a cage or something like that. So as far as the pain medicine you might give, I have sometimes given aspirin to animals, just that's also as a reducing swelling, things of that sort in small amounts.